So in the previous chapter, we have seen that how to set up a Google Colab account and start accessing start setting up a notebook also and start accessing your existing notebooks also. So in this particular chapter, we will visit about how to configure various runtimes in Google Colab and how we can verify it programmatically. So let's get started with that. So during last video, we created one notebook. We'll reuse the same notebook. The purpose here is not to educate you programmatically, but just to get a concept about it, that how you can configure the multiple runtimes to make sure your workload is running on those particular infrastructure. So that's the purpose. I'm not going to go to the libraries also. The code is definitely available in the comment section as well as in the documentation section also. You can anytime take that and run it. But for now, we will configure multiple runtimes and programmatically we will make sure that that runtime is available for us. When I say runtime, I mean is what kind of infrastructure, whether the program is running on a GPU or it is running on a TPU. If it is running on TPU, what kind of TPU setup is there? If it is none of them are available, is it running on a GPU or what? So I'm just using the whatever notebook we have created, sample notebook to test CPU or GPU or TPU. I haven't set up any runtime at this moment, but let's take, I'm just copying one of the sample code which I have already written. Here I'm running it on a, it verifies and it tells you whether GPU is available or not. So let's try to run it. I'm not connected to any of this, but let's see where it connects by default. By default, if I remember correctly, it makes it available a CPU for you. Okay. And as you can see here, it is giving me a RAM and disk of 400 GB. Okay, that's what it made it available for me. And it will tell you what kind of runtime I have available. Okay, connected to a GCE VM. So basically it is using a CPU. But if it is, I think it already ran a program also. So what it is telling me is that GPU is not available. Okay. So if I wanted to run the same program on a GPU, okay, and I wanted to verify it whether what is my runtime programmatically and what it is getting used, okay, then this is the program. It will tell you whether the GPU is available, and what we will do it is we will change the runtime to GPU and let's see whether programmatically we can detect also. Okay, so I have changed my runtime to GPU where the GPU RAM is 22 GB, system RAM is 62 GB, and disk is 78 GB available for me. So let's rerun the same program. Okay, and let's see what is the output. It is running on GPU. Yes, as you can see that GPU is available for me, and that's how you can make sure that you are running your workload, basically your model, on a particular MS infrastructure. You want to make sure this is the way to do it in Google Colab, and this is very much useful when you locally don't have all this infrastructure, and mostly everyone tries to use the infrastructure which is available in cloud. So this is the one way where you can run the workload on GPU. There is a drastic difference. I'll be making another video about how it is different. What is the is how much difference it makes to run a simple workload on a CPU versus on a GPU versus on a TPU also. And I will be adding a video also what is the actual difference in between GPU, CPU and TPU also, uh, under the hood, how they work actually. Okay, so now what we are going to do it is, now that we ran it on a GPU, now let's change it to TPU also.